Okay, so ignoring the fact this is the cringiest thing I've ever done, the goal of this video is to show you how to speedrun the first time you go through Raccoon City Police Department. And I'll explain some tips and explanations I'm going through, but let's go on with it. And we're going to do Leon A on standard. Now, the key thing here is that your timer doesn't run when you pause, but it does run when you're in your inventory or a box or anything like that. And it also doesn't run when you're watching these videos. So I'm going to skip them just because they take too long. So there's a couple of things I'm going to be doing that look crazy, but because I've played this game so many times, it's normal to me and you'll be like, what the fuck? But here we go. So even in this first section with the garage, I'm going to be able to show you some really interesting things that you can do. And the first really interesting thing that you need to know is that for a lot of the enemies, you can just run straight past them. And there's certain ones that you can do this with and certain ones that you can't. So I can do it with this bloke, but I can't do it with them ones later. So sometimes you'll see me shooting and other times you won't. And another thing you're going to see me doing, oh, he's gone straight. I was going to shoot him in the face that time because you're supposed to shoot him when he gets in the way, but I didn't have to that time. But I guarantee that because I'm trying to focus on speaking as well as play, I'll make a mistake later and I'll get bitten. But part of my speedrunning strategy is I don't care whether I get bitten. Now I also need to turn up the brightness because it's unbelievably hard to see what's happening on the screen. So I'm going to turn up the brightness in a second. And that's why I'm the worst YouTuber of all time.
Attention all citizens. Due to...
This is control.
Okay, so here's the really interesting thing. The one thing you're going to know about this speedrun is that you do need to get certain items to get through certain gates, both literal and figurative. But you don't need to do it in the way that you think you do. So one of the first things I'm going to be doing is going to grab a key and then run back the way I came, even though that seems to make no sense. And that's because there is a very specific route that you should be taking. Now I've only done this exactly once, and I got bitten twice, so this is going to be very messy and it's not going to go very well, but I've got to roll with it. Okay, so here we go. Also, there's a section here that I'm really bad at, and I almost guarantee I'm going to get bitten. So as soon as you get in here, we're going to go straight in here. Now we're at 1 minute 52. I'm already just slower than I would be normally, so if we can do this in 15 minutes, that'd be class. So usually you'd want to go into this place on the left and collect some items, but for here, because we're going just for speed, I'm going to run past all of this, and I'm not going to pick up any ammo. Actually I might, but you don't need to pick up any ammo. And bear in mind, I'm not good at shooting in games or anything like that, so this is purely memorization, familiarity with systems. Okay. Now, one of the cool tricks I'm about to show you now is how you can skip past certain enemies as they're about to burst through the door. And another thing I'm going to do, because I can't be fucked to re-record this, if I die and get taken back to a save point, I'm just going to do that because I'm not re-recording this because I'm too lazy. Now watch this. This guy's about to burst through here. If I start running just as he comes, I can run past and through. Now this next section, I almost always get bitten, and I expect to be bitten. So I don't want to hear any complaints when I get bitten. I didn't. Okay, obviously I'm becoming a master. There's some close up. Now let's go through here. Marvin's going to save us. Okay, now.
Does anyone know what started?
Bear in mind, so time's not going whilst I'm in the cutscenes, but here, in this kind of scene, it is. Now, I've already got a key that I don't need, so I'm going to delete it now, even though in the true speedrun you're managing the inventory so precisely that you don't even want to waste that step. And there's
This
reasons
is
to do it.
not how I imagined my first
So
day.
there's ammo here, and there's a prawn. I'm not gonna. I'll pick up the ammo just because I don't want to have to re-record this. But what I want you to notice is how I already know where I'm going, and not much should surprise me. Even though some things are set up in this game so you don't know where they are. Like when I come back through here in a minute, there's going to be 2 enemies, and one of them will be anywhere along this corridor, the guy in the uniform, but I don't know when that will be. Okay, I'm not going to bother with the map, I'm not going to look through that, I'm not going to even shoot the enemies I would normally shoot. This is going to be crazy. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Make sure the bell icon is on so you can get my latest videos. Alright, this prick's going to come through the window. That's Joello, he's a bitch. Now, there's a shot here that you have to make. I have to shoot this guy once in the face to stagger him so I can go past. So I have to... Okay, we can do that. I'm pretty sure if you review the footage... Actually, I shot him. But it doesn't matter because I'm on standard mode, which is for babies. So I'm still on green health, which is easy. So I lost time, but not much else. So I get this key, and normally you'd run through there, but no, we're going back down, and we're going to run and try and use the key directly. Now, let's see if we can pull this with this one. Right, little bitch. If you shoot enemies in the face, why is he here? They stagger, and then you can run past them. We're not trying... Oh, because he's from the window. See, that's something I didn't expect and I wasn't ready for. There's also going to be 2 enemies here, and I don't know where they are, so I might be able to run past... Oh, where's the fat guy? Alright. I don't know a bunch of stuff that's about to happen. That's kind of exciting. I know the general route, but I don't know when it's going to happen or where they're going to be. So I've got that key, which means I can go through here. And I'm already going a completely different way than you would be in the normal running of the game. Now, I'm going to go and get the bolt cutters, which are on the other side of the police station, and then we're going to run back round where I just went, which seems crazy, but we're going to pick up all the equipment needed to get the medallions and get out of the police station as quickly as possible. And I also noticed that because I'm talking so much, there's no question this is going to be quite slow, but you'll still see that it's fairly fast, seeing as you can easily spend 3 or more hours on the police station your first run. So, I'm going to run directly past Marvin, and I'm going to go up here. And I can only open the door here because I've got the key. And that's why you go straight for the key in this quote-unquote speed run. Also, again, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell. Come on, please. I need it. Okay, so we use this key. I could technically get the shotgun, but I'm not going to. If you're really playing this, you definitely want the shotgun. There's a cutscene here, but we're going to skip it. And here we have the bolt cutters. But I'm also going to pick up this ammo, only because it will already go into that spot.
I'm surrounded by
Pick up this.
zombies.
And then I'm going to put the item that I'm going to be using most in the first slot, because that's going to save some time, even though me talking and showing you is losing time. Now, sometimes there's a zombie behind this door. Apparently it's about 10% of the time there's a zombie, and you can never know, so you have to react. But there isn't this time. Now, I'm going to run through here, and I'm going to pick up the wheel in the corner office, and then I'm going to pick up the fuse because I need that to escape. I'm also going to pick up the flash grenade just because it's useful. It's not part of the quote-unquote guide. We're going to go in here and we need this because we need to use the second floor thingamajig. But now I can start seeing my items are starting to fill up, which is not helpful. So you have to carefully manage your inventory space. Now in the speedrun that I watched to do this, they don't pick up a hit pouch that I am going to pick up later. Okay. But here's where things are going to get a little bit difficult. And because they're going to get a bit difficult, like there's stuff that's going to happen, I'm going to pick up this herb just as a backup. I'm going to reload, and there's going to be a few enemies here. Some I'm going to try and run past, and I might fail. Some that I'm going to try and shoot. But in general, here we go. There's a guy on the left here, and I'm going to try and just run past him. Now this is the guy I told you about. I've got a knife that I actually need later, so that was a big mistake. so I could go back and get that guy, but fuck it. Now, the bolt cutters allow us to go back through here. This allows us to get the detonator, and that means we can almost get the, what's it called? The medallion. Now, the interesting thing, in fact, let's use one of these health items. This is definitely going to be slower than 15 minutes, but whatever. Alright, get rid of that, pick up that. Okay, now we're going to go through here and I'll pick up another flash grenade. There's a really cool technique I'm going to show you with liquors and other stuff like that, which is going to be fun. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going upstairs. Right, these bastards, I didn't kill them, so they're still here. There's also going to be a policewoman who's in the mix. I'm going to try and run past her. There's going to be a licker, and if you're skilled, you should be able to run past him, but I'm not. So I'm going to try and run. In fact, no, just for principle, I'm going to show you how you can walk past lickers, and they will never catch you, even though you should run past them. First, we need to run into the STARS office. We need to get the battery, combine that with the detonator, and technically you would actually want tons of stuff in here, but I'm not going to do it. Right, so this licker is already after me. I was going to show you how you can run, walk, without getting caught, but because he scared me, I'm running. So I'm going through here. And yes, I've kind of memorised the medallions thingies, but not all of them. So this one is fish, scorpion, vase. And you should be doing this super fast, but like, who cares? If we get it done in 20 minutes, that's cool. Alright, so we've got one medallion. This bit's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. I've only done this once. So I've got this knife. Now there's gonna be some woman here who's gonna mess things up for me. But I technically want to move these bookcases as early as possible, because in the real run that you would be doing, it's already 10 minutes, that's ridiculous. Actually, we're almost done though. So what I'm about to do here is, you would move the bookcases here, but for speed, I'm just not going to bother. But what I am going to do is go and get the medallion up here, because remember, the last medallion is in the main hall of the police station, which is really easy to get. Now this is kind of going to blow your mind. First of all, we're going to shoot this absolute bastard, because he grabbed me last time, even though I'm not supposed to. Now this is going to be cool. So I'm going to grab this hip pouch, which gives us 2 extra spots. Now, I'm going to put the detonator here. Now watch what I do. I've got 10 seconds apparently. So I'm going to run out of the room, and you're like, why are you doing this? Because that bookcase would normally fall over and block you. But because I'm out of the room and it explodes, for some reason, that stops it from breaking. Now I'm going to show you something really cool with this liquor in a second. But first we need to do this. So it's woman, bow and arrow, and then worm or something? Whatever this is. Here we go. Now what I'm going to do is throw a flash grenade at the liquor before it even pops up. Watch this. And now the liquor won't have time to catch me as I run through here. And I could go down here, and I'm probably going to get bitten because you can't control... Uh-oh. They're going to grab... No. Okay, we're through. This fat bitch will wake up. Don't care. Now we can use this key, and I think this is the last time you need the key. So even if I hadn't got the hip pouch, I could throw that away. And still have enough room for the last medallion. And believe it or not, we're now out of the police station. That was incredibly sloppy and just bad. And this one's lion, branch, bird. Believe it or not, we're now out of the police station. We have very little ammo or anything else, but it just shows how quickly you could do it. And what you could do now is, I've shown you where a bunch of ammo and other stuff you've not taken is, and you could easily go and do that. So now I've got all 3 medallions, and we're out of it. I don't know what time this is going to be. If it was under 15 minutes, that would be good, because I've been talking a lot and made a couple of mistakes, but here we go. But now, the police station's complete. And then you got the first boss, G1. We did that in 12:05, which is not bad with my mistakes and my talking. And then what you do here is, Ideally, you want to beat this boss with a knife, which I'll show you in another video because for some reason I'm recording this. But doing that in 12 minutes is not bad, especially when I made some easy mistakes. But that's something I suggest you try practicing, just because it gets you really familiar with the game, and memorizing it is almost as fun as playing through it the first time. But that was my first awful walkthrough that I might redo in a better session, because you can, in 20 minutes you can come down here with a ton of equipment, but this is just to see how fast I could do it. But that's 12 minutes. I could probably improve on that, but something you could try or get, I don't know, Lands A to try. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and remember,